10 a.m. on the dot. 10 a.m. on the dot. Getting right back to it. Like, no preamble or anything like that, just right back to it. According to now a session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
Well, I was right. That is what I said earlier.
Sorry for the soda ASMR for people who don't like that. She has a perfectly good drink next to her, but decided to open up a soda and didn't tell me beforehand, so I could mute it. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgewood, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgewood, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. We call the most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Real quick, who is the okay, hang on. What does it say? Sorry, let me try to pull up this question. Who is the artist who does the art for your thumbnails? Me. I do the art.
Yeah, he is.
Yep, that's me. So, thank you, Chaos Fan Gal, for that inquiry. But yeah, it's me. So, Detective, would you briefly describe the case to the court? Yes, sir. I'll explain with this guide map. With this guide map here.
You're not quite there, New York. We're going to New York.
I'm trying to be like...
Hey, I'm walking here.
Well, it's trying to be like...
Jay Schlatt this.
Okay, so... I would be like, yes, sir! No, wait. No, we can keep going. Yes, sir, I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand the case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here.
Gate's still open.
This is the main gate to the studios. Okay. Listen, pal. The security lady who works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and the young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were here in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, at 5 p.m., the production staff came to the Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. Time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear was lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? I don't... We just listened to it, so I don't... I think I can probably remember that. Thank you, Chaos Fangirl. I really do appreciate that. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval. Okay. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is... What did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. You know, I thought that Gumshoe was going to get a testimony that we would have to debunk, and I didn't think that you would come in afterwards. I apologize, sweetheart.
It's okay. Mike Wazowski.
Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fella? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie. No need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please. Seems Edgewood is a bit of. Seems Edgewood has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
Windy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. It's practically my name. It's because my name. Can you believe it? You called me an old bag. I just cried and cried. I had a crush on him, you see.
Objection! I object to the witness talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, see, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you, correct?
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony.
Is she flirting with the judge too?
She sure is one hell of an old bag.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hannah and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m. Right. Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, the man right there, and he was headed toward the studio.
You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. So if there's anything that,
Okay, that seems to add up. Every time. I mean, we can press her for fun if you want.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. That's up to you. If you wanna continue on possibly straining your throat.
So up until that time.
Oh, okay. So up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go into the studio?
Oh, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee card key to get in.
Right. The card key that I have. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station?
Okay, so that adds up to every other testimony that we've gotten so far about what happened. So I'm not gonna mess with this, I don't think.
Okay. Yeah, what are these errands? What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know.
That's supposed to be her back there?
Yeah. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
With the snapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job.
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
So she was ogling men, is what she's saying.
Anyway.
Specifically Hammer, I would say.
I always watch Hammer's run-throughs, always.
See?
Never missed one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too.
You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea.
So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks? Not even a second?
Of course, I'm a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper?
No, it's just after you see you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Snipper whapper. Snipper whapper. Old Windbag is losing it, Nick.
Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty through the afternoon, the whole time. Very well. What did you see?
No, the murder didn't. That was time of death.
Yeah, so that says it in the autopsy report, so it's not necessarily a contradiction. Yeah, at 2:30. It's not a contradiction, so. That's it. That's that. 2 o'clock? You're sure?
Sure as spit.
Well, who was the man?
Really, you should try to not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something.
He's flirting again.
Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was.
Okay, this is where I have to press her hard.
So you saw Mr. Powers.
That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance.
Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him.
So, yeah, let's look at the picture. Let's look at the picture.
Well, it's photo number 2.
Well, let's.
Yeah, it's not visibly tellable that that's him.
Yeah, we see that it's the Steel Samurai, right?
Outfit, yeah.
So, would it be? I mean, I'm not trying to give you the answer or anything. This is like the logical run through of logic, that it would be safe to say that she assumes that because this person who's wearing the Steel Samurai costume is Will Powers, because Will Powers plays the Steel Samurai. But just because the Steel Samurai is coming through doesn't necessarily make it Will Powers. So
It could be a stuntman or anything.
sure, it could be somebody else entirely. We don't see Will Powers there, so that could be the contradiction. Objection! There we go. Let me get this straight, Oldbag, or Ms. Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Ms. Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course, did your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai, but that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, Mr. Witness. He's having trouble calling her Oldbag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make all known information in possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind ya. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers, Happy.
So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
I do want to say that Will never said anything about spraining his ankle.
No, he hasn't. No.
He said he was tired and he went to take a nap.
Sure, yeah. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. I mean, what can you press on here? Trip and fall.
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed him where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Power's ankle.
May you continue your testimony? That might be important. He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
His samurai spear? The murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. Better write this down in the court record.
Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad.
Yeah, you already read this. This is the prosecution.
Oh, wait.
I think we've heard enough.
I didn't mean to do that.
Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is... where is the steel samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure? Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there. We keep talking about possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen him.
So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the steel samurai who did. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Yeah. It's true. Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody suspicious looking. Right. No one else went there, huh? What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before 1 o'clock? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
Are you sure?
Objection!
The witness has answered the question. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. Let him have it, edgy boy.
Edgy boy? Duh.
Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean.
Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgotten them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps?
That's mean. Thought she was your friend.
Well, there is a contradiction here, or more like an omission. I would say. She is lying by omission, and I'll give you that hint.
This is the only thing I didn't press her on yet.
How do you know that?
Hey, didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything.
See, detective shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. Now, wait, before, why did you think that was the answer?
Because it says photo number 2.
There you go. Hold on. Look at this photograph look at this photograph one more time.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture.
And here I thought you didn't know you had from a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that the back of the photo are printed the note on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m. photo number 2.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2.
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
Eh? Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help!
Believe me, I want to. But I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper.
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate? Someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Oh, well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag? Wait. Miss Oldbag? This is the first time I'm hearing of this.
Well, of course, Sonny, I just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this is a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
Well, she still hasn't told us who this person is, so maybe we can fucking press it out of her. Another job?
That's right. I check all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes.
Do you back up? Do you back up all of the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. Throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see.
I think that's worth
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell by look at their faces for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point.
Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where.
The internet.
They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Objection!
Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one else could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
we saw that.
Yeah, we saw that. Also, thank you, Justin, for stopping by.
The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside. Well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and
And?
the kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So on the photo that you erased...
It was a boy, probably second or third grade.
What? Order! Order!
A child.
A child. Let me get this straight. A child.
No. There's only one thing worse than a murderer.
Boom. A child. Which was Brandon Rogers, by the way.
Was that him?
Yeah, the guy who's up on board, that was Brandon Rogers. I'll throw in the clip here. If I remember. You saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assumed it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect.
Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Mr. Powers? Yes. Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the steel samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The steel samurai costume was off at the corner in the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
Okay, so we're supposed to believe a 3rd grader stole the costume and killed this guy.
Or someone else.
Or there's another mystery person. I mean, the only other person who realistically could have done it is the security lady. But why would she kill him? She's in love with the guy.
Well, maybe it's not about whether or not you like the guy, but whether or not you hate the guy you're trying to frame.
You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. So, where does that leave me? Doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick? What are we gonna do?
First, we play for more time. Start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Oh, right onto it. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgewood, will you present the prosecution's thought on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a young boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call forth a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? Not the assistant girl because, well, I imagine she's too small for the costume, which goes the same with the grade school boy. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag.
Who?
The steel samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. So she testified saying that she had saw it. So maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper?
Order. Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you.
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post and steal the steel samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in this costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes too, baby. That's odd. This is the part where Edgeworth pounces. Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so y'all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's the chance to take this the whole way? The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Her dad? Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day, whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed? Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have the proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder. The spear? Like, is it? Or that, yeah, that's true. The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a key card to enter Studio 1. How can a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The windbag is speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgewood, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy, what's her name? What's her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wait a second. I'm not just gonna sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking. Oh great, stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there was something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? I mean, it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk. Well, testify. Oh, great.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? They told me to just pretend they hadn't been in the studios that day. But if you're gonna go accusing me, I'm not gonna let them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap and always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay. So you were told not to talk?
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why did I not hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder.
Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised nobody asked about it.
So where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate all the way to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but...
They said they had nothing to do with it, see?
Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder.
I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
So you got your bonus and you still talked. I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. Okay. There's no harm in getting as much information as I can. Okay, so I... So they were actually in the studio?
Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat him before the cops came.
No. Kill this woman, I swear it. I feel sorry for Edgeworth almost. She really left him hanging on this one.
But if you're gonna go accusing me, I'm not letting him get away scot-free.
Them? Who were these people? Okay. Okay, so this is all the same information. So then I guess we say take a break. Yeah, there's a studio too. We got it. It's where the monkey's head, blah 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 blah. Alright, we can take a break. Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defendant's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Ms. Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Oh, really? It's nothing. Oh, or should I...
We'll be going down to the studio to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have we figured out just yet who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been Old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor Old Windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without any accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right. We'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.